Hello and welcome back, guys. This is my Star Wars The Old Republic Trooper walkthrough. Today we're going to kind of go off sidetrack a little, just to go over a few key aspects of the game. We are going to start by just taking a look around the fleet and then going into crew skills. So once you've completed all your quests on your first planet, you'll come to, well, on this planet anyway, for Augmentel, for Smuggler and Troopers, you will come to this point here. This is the transit shuttle inside the spaceport at Fort Garnick. You come down here and you'll enter a big building and eventually get to this point here. All you do is you walk up to it, right click it and go to Republic Fleet. And it gives you a little cutscene, show you transfer into the Republic Fleet. And obviously you get the loading screen. Well, this is where I wish I had an SSD drive, because you won't be waiting this long. I know a few people that did put Star Wars on one, and the difference it makes is ridiculous. We'll collect that, and we've got another XP boost, which is not too bad. This is for Jorgen. No difference. There is the, so we'll stick them on, and there is there, so we'll stick them on, and then unify his colours so we don't look a prat. And then what we're gonna do is, I think that's all I need to do there actually. Right. So we have, oh, I thought we had two of them. That's strange. Anyway, as you can see, it says a border shuttle to Coruscant, but like I said, we're actually going to sidetrack that. Just to go through a few key aspects of the game that you will need during leveling. This is our first companion. I am actually going to get another one that I prefer to use while leveling, and when you do unlock it yourselves, I do recommend using him, because he's basically the only companion you will ever need across any character you ever make. And to get him, we're going to go into our collections. It says cartel market here, and we want this one here, special items, and it's this little guy here, mercenary contract Treek. Press that there. What that'll look like before it looks like that is that, and you've got to press it and you've got to do that. So purchase with cartel coins, and then what that does is unlock that account wide no matter what server you're on, and the same with this. So I'll collect it, and then that will go into my inventory, which is here. Mercenary contract requires level 10, so you do need to be level 10 to actually get him. Registering contact, and then you get the mission up here, which then says speak to RA30, who is on the Republic Fleet in Cartel Bazaar. So we will go and get him, because he will come in handy. Right, now we go down into the Republic Fleet main area. And this is it. This is the main area of the fleet. At the moment we have an event going on called the Rat Ghoul event. You basically can get infected by the players and turn into a Rat Ghoul and die. Which can be frustrating if you're questing and it gets in your way. This guy here is your advanced class trainer, which it used to be
Lieutenant,
you'd have to get here before unlocking the Commando, for example. But they changed that in the update last year, so that you could just do it mobile.
Eligibility for advanced specialization training.
There we go.
This training will continue throughout your career and grant you access to the very latest in combat techniques and advanced equipment. Congratulations. You're officially authorized to enroll in either the Vanguard or Commando Advanced
Vanguard
Specialization
is a tank,
Training
Commando
program.
is the healer, which we are. Obviously
Officer
both specs can do
to make your
DPS,
selection.
but they're mainly designed for healing or tanking. And
We're
that'll
finished.
say
I'll
will
talk to
do.
my training officer right away.
We're done here, Lieutenant. Good luck in your choice and your future missions.
Dismissed. Right, and then as you see, we just got the
Lieutenant.
codex for them. I'm just going to go over here, because inside this we have a little quest that will be very helpful. This I'm actually going to use for another side video. Same for this, and same for this. So there will be videos on them 3 quests, just explaining where you hand them in and what you do with them. But they won't be in this video, just because I need to keep them separate, as they're, like I said, completely different part. They're not really to do with questing. So now we're going to go down to this combat area. And then over here. As you can see, when you're in the fleet, you'll get constant messages like this, inviting you to groups, looking for healer.
I need to talk to you.
For Temple of Sacrifice and Scum and Villainy, which are endgame operations. Which you do need to do if you want to be the best. Commando or Vanguard of Australian Program, quite an honour. Yep. Like I said, there's not much point to this one because, like I said, they took it out. It just means you actually get XP from it. Trooper trainer, we don't actually have any abilities. Now we will go over here. That is actually Treek there. Trust me, he is a big help while questing. Right, what do I need to do now? Cartel Bazaar, and that's a Coruscant assignment, so we actually do need to go this way. What I'm going to do first is take you through this here. This is the crew skill window. This is the equivalent to professions in WoW, if you've ever played that. If not, then I'll explain what you do when we collect hours. Crew skill trainers, I'm going to go through that anyway with you guys. This is something else. See, I've played that game that long, I'm actually used to the crew skill trainers being there as well, and they've moved them all to this side. So here we have bioanalysis, a gathering trainer. That's if you want to collect plants while you're you're questing. Bioanalysis is actually for, oh, what's it called? I can't remember, but I'll get to it in a minute. Archaeology is for artifice. Investigation, diplomacy, treasure hunting and underworld trading are all for the rare mats. If you ever see stuff like Mytite crystal, which is rare, you use stuff like that to craft purple crystals. Slicing, that is the least useful gathering skill, just simply because there's not really that many crew skills that need it, and you don't actually gather mats while you're out in the open world like you would do with scavenging, for example, because all you do is open lock boxes and get credits. So if you want to make money, that will be a good thing to do, but you can actually make more money off the others via crafting. Scavenging there, that's collecting metals. Archaeology is collecting crystals, in case I didn't explain that. But metals you can collect from robots that are strong or above. Around here we actually have the crafting crew skills, such as synth weaving, which is like Jedi robes, and I think implants. Armor mech, which is trooper and smuggler gear. Biochem, which is stimulants, med packs, etc. Artifice, which is crafting saber crystals, saber hilts, and enhancements, if I'm correct as well. And then arms tech is creating guns and also augments for the trooper and smuggler. And cybertech is actually crafting I don't know if I've got anything I can show you, but it's crafting the mods, not the barrels, but armor pieces, which would actually go into stuff like that. So we're actually going to take, for our first walkthrough, we're actually going to take Cybertech. So train, and we've just learned the reflex armory, reflex mod, etc, etc. And then if we go into the actual codex for crew skills, Cybertech, as you can see, it tells us what they recommend us to use. We're going to need scavenging for metals and compounds, and we're also going to need underworld trading for underworld metals. So if we go over here, doodle-doodle-doo, we have scavenging, so we'll go like that and we'll train. And then we need, was it underworld trading? It was, so we're going to go like this, underworld trading, train. There we go. I know I said I wasn't going to complete this one here, but I actually will do, because we've just got to it, which I didn't think of. So Cybertech, all you've got to do for the crafting trainers one is go to your actual crafting trainer, what you make things with, so Cybertech, right click it, and there you are, job done. And as you can see, we've got 2 parts there. Also with Cybertech we can actually make droid parts as well, which I forgot about. Right, next we are going to go I'm going to go over here first. Well, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to actually end the video once we collect Treek, because I've got other things I'm going to start recording, and this ties in with the actual walkthrough. The videos I'm going to make after this, kind of like side videos that I'm going to put separately, just because I don't want you guys getting bored if you're interested in the storyline and want to get on with that. So you can actually just, it'll all be one smooth walkthrough rather than stopping. Well, like I said, this is actually to do with what we want to be doing and what I recommend anyone to do once they can do it for leveling. So we go up here. Oh, and by the way, now since we've got our crafting trainers, I'm going to actually send Jogan off. So he's going to go off and collect metals. Scavenging you can level up by actually just collecting the mats while you're out in the open world, which I will be doing, because the third crafting skill, which is like underworld trading, diplomacy, something missions, and can't think of the other one now, but basically them 4 are the hardest to level because they take the longest and they only go up by 2 at a time. So for Treek we need to go over here. Right click him.
Salutations! My client will be excited to greet you. We have profound respect for the Republic Armed Forces.
Okay.
I am RA-30 of Interstellar Commandos Incorporated. I represent an especially gifted individual in the tactical security trade. Do you seek a mercenary to provide assistance with battlefield operations?
Of course we do.
The soldiers under my command are the best of the best, and they wear a Havoc Squad uniform.
Of course. However, Provision 878 BCM of the Military Defense Act permits Republic commanders to subcontract licensed combat specialists, such as my employer.
Rather than giving us numbers, give us a dude.
There are some who find this mercenary's physical appearance unusual. However, great warriors come in all shapes and sizes. My client has fought on Terex, Nar Shaddaa, and Ord Mantell. Most recently,
surprised we didn't bump into him.
Commercial freighter convoys against pirate boarding parties.
This mercenary must be good. Close quarters fighting aboard starships isn't easy. One stray shot can decompress an entire vessel.
A good bat.
In fact, my employer took advantage of with great success. Many pirates found themselves in hard vacuum that day. The convoy owner was pleased. Ah, here she is now.
And it's
Allow
a
me
she.
to introduce Treek. She has journeyed all the way from an exotic outer rim system in search of adventure and purpose.
And there she is. Treek's actually a good companion for Trooper, as she actually uses aim as a stat as well. So any gear that you want to equip is actually decent for her. You can stick it on her. And as you can clearly see, she doesn't care. She'll just walk through anyone and everyone. Surprised we never met.
I figured I met everyone worth knowing on Ord Mantell. How'd I miss you?
Yep, I'm happy to have you
Treek,
aboard.
I look forward to having you at my side. You'll be fairly compensated for whatever trouble comes our way.
I am ever so pleased you found my client satisfactory. I wish you both good fortune in your future endeavors. Good day.
Thank you very much. Funny looking C3PO. Alright then. Right, guys, I'm going to end that video there just because that was like just a little bit that I wanted to do before we get on to our next video. And like I said, I'm going to record a few other little videos for people to watch on things such as flashpoints, more in-depth look at crew skills, and also strongholds. So if you're interested in any of them, there will be a separate video on my channel, so just keep an eye out for it. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and JC out.